Hi guys, this is Sarah from Ara Beauty and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of PÜR Cosmetics. I have blushes, I have eyeshadows, I have a kit with all kinds of good products in it. So if you want to see the full face makeup tutorial, then just keep on watching. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my skin before the makeup. One of my key rules and things that I definitely live by is doing really good skincare, because your makeup is only going to look as good as the skin that's underneath the makeup. First things first, I'm going to finish off the last of my Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. One of my dear friends, her name is Marcella, she lives here in Jacksonville. She's finishing up her esthetician schooling. Small little individual sample sizes that she gave me, these two in particular, the Vital C Hydrating Anti-Aging Serum and the Prevention Plus Daily Matte Moisturizer 32 SPF. I'm really enjoying both of these. And then I'm going to take the sunscreen, some real moisture on my face. I'm going to use the Mer Cream. And it was actually on sale, that's why I picked it up. And I picked it up because I had already had such success with PÜR Cosmetics eyeshadows and their blushes, and I was already in love, and when I saw this I was like, yes, give it to me. And you get a correcting primer, so you get the foundation, you get the bronzer, the PÜR with Argan Oil Big Look mask. Used it on myself, but like I touched it and it got dirty. So this is the brush that you get. It's like a little flat top small kabuki brush. What the primer says is apply to smooth, clean, moisturized skin, allow to dry, then follow up with 4-in-1 makeup pressed mineral makeup. Okay? It's supposed to minimize the look of pores and imperfections for a flawless finish. I like the sound of that. So I'm just going to actually dab. So oh wow. Okay. This is my first time using this. This is like, okay, I definitely applied too much of this primer. It has a very dimethicone, even though it goes on and it feels like a cream. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, guys. I do not. Oh, it feels like, I feel like a grease ball already, and I feel like I am greasy AF right now, but we're gonna see. Let's just relax. It feels weird, but you never know. The PÜR Cosmetics 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15 in golden medium. The application directions say use the chisel brush, apply in circular motions to achieve an even and flawless finish. Use that little brush that it came in the kit with. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this for you, and we're going to see what we're working with. I have never used, well, it's been a very long time since I used a powder foundation. So this is what it looks like over the top of the primer. Not really, this brush, I don't know. Watch, I'm going to be blown away by this freaking foundation.
It's definitely a sheer.
I always judge based on these little spots that I have on the side of my face, like little hyperpigmentation right on the side of my face, that I definitely use to judge how much a foundation is working. So this is the foundation all blended out, and I have to say that I really don't, this really isn't something that I would probably go for because it feels super dry to me. It's not covering a whole lot. Like, it gives you like a small veil, but I almost feel like the primer blurred out some of that more than the foundation actually did. Go in with the PÜR Concealer. This says get a flawless finish every time with a concealer that corrects with problem-solving skincare ingredients. So that's something that you're going to see a lot within PÜR's line, is a lot of skincare-infused makeup. So comes in a little compartment like this. Looks like it's just like a regular compact, and you just flip it open. And then this is what it swatches out like. Too much powder like right under and beneath my eyes, so hopefully we'll be fine here, but I'm not going to take this concealer down too far because I do have powders from the foundation. I don't want it to mix funny because I do have things to do today. If this concealer is like so full coverage and so beautiful, I'm just going to be like, I am going to put a little here and a little bit here. Watch, this is going to like blow my mind after I just talked shit about the foundation. It's blending out nice. It's not sitting weird with the powder or anything. Now, it is lifting some of the foundation, but that foundation, I really don't even want to call that foundation. That was just like, almost like a setting powder. PÜR also has contour and blushes that I know I love these products. I have used these products and I adore them. The powder that I used to set underneath my eyes was a Dermablend translucent setting powder. So now getting to one of my favorite products that I've tried from PÜR thus far. Now, I have definitely used this multiple times. I hit pan in one of the shades, and this is the Custom Creator Palette. I did put this in my favorites video. I will link that video below. So this is what I have in my Creator Palette. Now, this palette only came with 12 shades. I also bought the Visionary Palette, and I put some of the shades in this palette as well. I don't travel without this because it comes in with a built-in mirror and like table. It almost looks like the NARS Ita brush, but this came in the Physicians Formula Trio bronzing powder. I take some on the brush, and then whenever I'm doing my sculpting, I take this side of the brush and I just go from the top of my ear, boom, down like that. Yeah, with the sculpting powder. Eye contour, so you don't want to contour with your face shape, right? You just want to go a little bit above where you think that your cheekbone falls, just so that you get a more lifted approach, and you want to blend in that upwards motion. Some good face structure here. I do like to kind of emphasize that a little bit, and I do bring my contour powder down there. I do not bring my bronzer down that way because then you're just going to look like a weird orange mess like Donald Trump.
Good morning.
Don't hate me. Don't hate me for throwing in a political joke. Like, don't hate me, okay? And if you do like Donald Trump, why?
Why?
You know what? That's not what my channel is about. We're gonna keep on pushing on. So I'm gonna go in back with that bronzing powder. I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this powder. Yeah. So it's not too pigmented, because some bronzers, that's where most bronzers go wrong that are super warm. So this bronzer is very warm, but it's not like super uber duper pigmented to where you can't cover it up. A little bit. And it does give that. What I'm in love with is this PÜR Blush Book. Open this bad boy up. You do get 4 different shades. Now, this one is like super peachy, but you do get that gradient effect. So it's like a deep peach, medium peach, very light peach. And then this one's on the pink spectrum. This one's on the more like almost magenta. This will look super beautiful on deeper complexions. And when I go to Miami and I get super golden bronzed, I'm definitely going to try to wear this. This I have been using as eyeshadow, but I think I might give it to a good friend of mine. I think she will get a lot of use out of it and it will look gorgeous on her. PÜR definitely came out with something that is very like for everyone. Somebody of a very light complexion can use these blushes, somebody of a dark complexion can use these blushes, and I think that that is super cool. Take a Y8 and I'm going to go in for this look. I think I'm going to stick in the peach on the lighter spectrum. So you can also customize the shades too. So they're ombre a little bit. So you can have your blush looking a little bit lighter if you want to, a little bit darker also. And then I do this weird little smile and I apply it right on the apple of my cheek, right there. Right there. And then I blended them to my bronzer. Because you want it to look like one cohesive thing. And then I like blush to come up on my nose because whenever you get sun, and this is obviously a very natural look because the foundation, whenever I'm going for something that's like very natural, over the nose blush, for me, I think it's like a must. Oh, like this foundation did pretty much nothing. The foundation's a no. That mineral foundation is a no. The only good mineral foundation I've ever tried is from Bare Minerals. I'm just spooling out my eyebrows a little bit. And since today is a very natural look, I don't really need to fill them in. I'm going to go in with my favorite base brush, and I'm going to tap into this shade. This one comes in the Custom Creator Palette, and it's just like a blank, it's almost like the Creme Brulee shade from the Wet n Wild single eyeshadow pan that I love so much. And actually, I like on this particular shade, the Wet n Wild base shade that I love, it was in my favorites video. I already linked that video down below, so go check it out. That single eyeshadow, like I've never found one that almost beats it. It's just perfect, and it's $1. You really can't beat that. I'm just going to kind of even out my eyelid. I do have some vascularization on my eyelid, so that's why I do this. Next, I'm going to go in to this lighter brown shade. This one did come in the Custom Creator Palette, and I'm going to take, and this is an e.l.f. concealer brush, but I use it for kind of a high transition brush. So then I take that shade, I take just a little bit, and I just kind of go with the way my eye is shaped. So just like a windshield wiper motion like that, and it will give the eye a beautiful wash of color without it being too structured. Hey guys, so that is such a bummer. My video went out, I guess like or something like that. So I think I ended with the darker browns in the crease. So what I did on my, I can't believe that happened. I'm so sorry. What I did on my lid was this color from PÜR Cosmetics. What I was saying about PÜR Cosmetics, these are the best eyeshadows that I've been using right now. Beautiful. This is the one that I have on my eyelid right now. I did not wet this eyeshadow. This is just how this eyeshadow applies with the finger. Then I went in with a little bit of a lighter shade, and I did that right in the center. I kind of popped this in the center. This is just a lighter golden shade. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, it doesn't look lighter, but it is lighter because I had that other gold on my hand. And then right in the inner corner, I used this very lightest shade that I got. And it looks like kind of like, oh, that's like peachy or like golden. Yeah, but it's super bright. And you can see how it kind of like right in there. And I used it on my brow bone as well. I took that lighter brown underneath my eyeline, the one that I used on the top, I also used on the bottom. And then for lips, I applied a Jeffree Star Liquid Velour lipstick in the shade Birthday Suit, and then I applied on the top of it NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. Then I applied from PÜR Cosmetics. This is the Big Look with Argan Oil from PÜR Cosmetics. Super, super great. I actually really, really like it. They feel nice and soft. I think that's from the argan oil. My final verdict for everything, my hair is not done because that is what I am shooting next, and I will link that video up above. I did like the bronzer from PÜR Cosmetics. I did not like the foundation. It's not something I would go for. I did like the PÜR Cosmetics concealer, and even over a powder foundation, I think it really looks nice, and I'm going to try it with other foundations that I really love and see how it comes out. Of course, I think that everyone should buy one of these custom creator palettes. I think that it's a must. I really do. I think that it's such a bargain. You get a contour powder, you get a highlight, you get 12 eyeshadows that are absolutely spectacular. You get the blush book. I think that this is really great. It gives a nice range and a nice variety for all skin tones, and they're beautiful as eyeshadows. Like, I've been using this coral one right here as an eyeshadow, and it's so gorgeous. Just look at it. It's beautiful. Anyway, I can't say enough good things about those items from PÜR Cosmetics. This little set that I bought, I mean, it's worth it because it's 38 bucks, and you can get a bronzer and a nice brush, and the mascara is good out of it. I just don't think the foundation, I mean, you can use it as a setting powder, but I wouldn't use that as your foundation unless you're just like a very sheer look. That is it for this video and everything else that I mentioned. So have a good one, guys.